Okay, so for quite a while I've been using this 201 MS201 still, which is, I think on this one it's probably a 14-inch bar, and it's really good. I've had this since, well, it says 2012 on there, so quite a few years, and it's great. So it's just a little bit heavy if you're doing a smaller pruning. So I went ahead and bought one of these. I had loads of tree work to do, and this is really light, tiny little saw. I love it, but I'm doing a lot less tree work now, and that's probably the better tool for general work. It's just a bit heavier. But for a long time I've had these batteries. We use the STIHL hedge cutter. Had that for ages, so I've got 4 or 5 of these batteries, and this just come up on offer. Is the same bar and chain as the little baby MS150, and this one now is called the MSA160. So it's actually a lot lighter without the battery. With the battery it's probably bang on the same. If I just do a little review of how it compares to the 150, which is gonna go, I don't need all these saws, and it is very handy when you're loading the chipper and you've got a too big a branch, just to be able to trim something. And obviously with a petrol saw you've got to keep starting it and stopping it. With this, also when you're climbing the trees, it's dead silent. You don't need to wear earmuffs, which is really good. I personally couldn't find anywhere online where it was being compared to the 150. It's obviously well out of the league of this thing over here, which I think is 3 or 4 horsepower, but I just wanted to know if it could do a job as good or almost as good as this petrol one. The other thing is I'll be able to use this in my workshop, so you can use this inside because it's battery, so trimming up planks before they come in quicker than using your circular saw. So yeah, let's give it a try. I've had a tree come down in the garden in the winter, which is a real shame. We don't have many trees here compared to the old place, and losing them is not nice, but I'm going to give it some tests on some of the 2 to 4 inch and see how it gets on. Okay, so just to sum up, power wise, I would say they're about the same. This seems to have a little bit more grunt, but if you push it hard on the material, it tends to bog down a bit, lose its power band, whereas this stays pretty much the same. Much more convenient for me using a battery, but not for everyone. And if you're working in the woods and you haven't got a charger, you're gonna have to carry a lot of batteries with you, which are expensive. For me, it's not a problem because I'm going to keep my MS201, which I can use if I'm really remote, and it's just really handy using a battery. But the point of my test was not really to say that battery is better than petrol. I think we all know that petrol's got that slight more grunt, but out of these 2 saws, it's very, very close. So I'm going to go with the battery one, stick with that, and it means I can use it in the shop as well, and it means I can just pick it up when I'm filling the chipper without having to restart it. Okay, thanks for watching.